के सरकारी स्कूलों का डंका अब विदेशों तक बज रहा है।
After my visit, the government schools here have so much joy and compassion for kids and learning. The second you walk in to the school, there's art, there's happiness, there's smiles, there's obvious learning and respect for the classroom. Just walking through the hall, seeing the kids excited to be here, the teachers excited to learn, visible artwork throughout the building, and process-based learning with active teachers building collaboration with the kids. So school is an exciting place to be in Delhi, and the government schools seem to be thriving.
Yes, we call it social emotional learning.
हाल ही में एबीपी लाइव की टीम ने दिल्ली के रोहिणी में बने सरकारी स्कूल का दौरा किया था। आप इस पर बनी हमारी रिपोर्ट देख सकते हैं, डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपको लिंक मिल जाएगा। अब इन स्कूल्स को देखने का उत्साह विदेशी स्टूडेंट्स और टीचर्स में भी बढ़ रहा है।
So this is actually the first school that we've had the opportunity to visit during our time here in India. During the next 2 weeks, we'll have the opportunity to visit several more schools. Some teams will be visiting different schools in different cities. And so we're doing a lot of different reflections on how we can change and integrate and work together to strengthen partnerships across the globe.
Fulbright Teachers for Global Classroom प्रोग्राम के तहत 15 अमेरिकी शिक्षकों के एक प्रतिनिधि मंडल ने दिल्ली में स्कूलों के कामकाज में अंतर को समझने के लिए पश्चिमी विनोद नगर में राजकीय सर्वोदय कन्या बाल विद्या का दौरा किया। शिक्षा मंत्री अतिशी ने अमेरिकी शिक्षकों के समूह का स्वागत किया। उन्होंने कहा कि दिल्ली शिक्षा मॉडल दुनिया भर के शिक्षकों के लिए एक प्रेरणा बन गया है, जो उन्हें अपनी कक्षाओं में उल्लेखनीय बदलाव लाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित कर रहा है। जरा सुनिए शिक्षा मंत्री ने क्या कहा।
I found that I enjoy going to school. For those of us who work in the government, most of the day we spend battling with bureaucracy. So it is extremely refreshing to actually come into school to see the excitement in children, and that is what makes it all worth it. I think one of you mentioned that about Thailand and public schools, and about how there's a very clear divide between international schools and private schools and public schools, and people are not proud of public schools. And you said that you felt it was different here. I must tell you that is a very recent phenomenon, because in India you have exactly the same kind of challenges, and there is a very, very, very deep divide in terms of private schooling and public schooling. Almost for the last 3 decades there has been a very serious shift towards private education, and across the country I think almost 70% children have now moved to private schools away from state schools. And the quality of state schools has over the past many years, from the early 90s especially, deteriorated, with everyone who has any resources sending their children to private schools. And so it is only the lower middle class, poor families, who are children from difficult backgrounds, who are actually coming into state schools, not just in Delhi but across the country. And I don't know whether this school has photographs of the year 2015, but I think that if they do, before you leave, do see that, because this school used to run out of a tin shed about 8 years ago.
यात्रा के दौरान अमेरिकी शिक्षक छात्रों से जुड़े और 2 प्रमुख कार्यक्रमों में भाग लिया। हैप्पीनेस क्लास और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप माइंडसेट करिकुलम यानी EMC कक्षाएं। जरा सुनिए डेलीगेट्स ने दिल्ली के स्कूल्स विजिट करने के बाद क्या कहा।
So I think what impressed me most about today's visit is that the innovative work you are doing here matches the innovative work we're doing at our STEM school in Colorado. And it really focuses on having students career ready. So the entrepreneurship program, the risk-taking lesson that we saw, and that students were learning mindfulness is something we're struggling with doing, and seeing it done well was really inspiring.
My impressions of the public schools in Delhi based on our visit here is that You are making a big effort to be student-centered and to involve the students and to have the students respond in their own way. And I don't know if all public schools are like this around the world. I know in the US we try to do these things as well, but what I see here in Delhi is that you are making an intentional effort to try to incorporate student voice, student ideas, and to make the classroom student-centered.
Yeah, so I really didn't have any set expectations when visiting India. I was coming with a complete open mind of their education system. I know from my understandings with the people who have integrated to the United States and that I have spoken with, they have very high ambitions for themselves. They're very hard workers, so I expected they took their education very seriously and wanting to do well to progress in their careers.
It is interesting because often we look at government schools as having less of a quality of education, but for what I've seen here so far, that is not true. That's a generalization. Definitely I see a lot of quality of education in this building. Same thing as I see in our schools, like there's a lot of great teachers doing great work.
दिल्ली के स्कूलों की तारीफ अब विदेशी टीचर्स कर रहे हैं। केजरीवाल सरकार के इस मॉडल की खूब सराहना कर रहे हैं। खैर, इसके बारे में आप क्या सोचते हैं, हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर बताएं। देखते रहें ABP लाइव।